This is John Paul Rye. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, continuing my coverage of Amber Heard vs. Johnny Depp, but today I'm going to go over someone connected to the case who I've covered before. His name is iOTillet, and the thing about Tillett is he goes on these Twitter rampages and he acts, well, a lot like Amber does, kind of childish, yelling, lots of caps, lots of emotion. There's not too much real substance and context to the arguments. So these tweets are a little bit old, but I have not featured them, so I wanted to go over them because they're a lot like his more recent tweets where, like I said, caps, yelling, stuff like that. Let's take a look. So here's the first one here. Someone doesn't need to be violent towards everyone in their life for them to be violent toward one person. Textbook. I've been looking at this one for most of the day. I'm not even exactly sure what he means. Someone doesn't need to be violent towards everyone in their life for them to be violent toward one person. Textbook. So is he saying that Amber doesn't have to be violent towards everyone to be violent towards Johnny? Well, he has a little bit of a point, but I mean, she's not necessarily violent towards everyone, but she's not always so nice towards everyone. But I don't know who he's talking about, just assuming. I was on the effing phone when he hit her. I heard her scream. I will testify here and in court under oath. What else does a woman need? Well, we know from the recent 911 call evidence that it's really sloppy. They could not get their details straight who was where actually. And it turns out, it seems like the fact was they were at a park having a little picnic or something when the call was supposedly made. I don't know, something like that. But the point is, it was real messy, and I could not believe anything he says about any phone call or hearing anything. This one here is kind of funny. This culture of victim blaming makes me sick. I'm a witness. I'm here. I'm standing up. I can't take any more of this witch hunt. Well, the thing is, guess he's referring to witch hunt as everybody coming after Amber, but the thing is, when Johnny was getting blamed for something he didn't do, then we had the real witch hunt. The media after him, Amber's fans after him, Amber's websites after him. So it's really like she's just getting what she deserves, basically. There is no witch hunt. If Amber Heard had no evidence against her, there would be no quote-unquote witch hunt or anything. We'd probably be like, well, it looks like there's some evidence for Amber too. Let's see what happens. But there's not. Then he says, but no, a neighbor asked a doorman and talked to TMZ and that is a headline news and serves as evidence? Dear neighbor, shame on you. Now, unfortunately, I don't have full context for this. I guess he was trying to call out somebody who was using a headline as evidence. But who knows? It could be that headline happened to point out some pretty good facts actually, because as we know, as time went on, more and more came out against Amber. And, you know, the thing is, I'm not a perfect person. Sometimes I type on Twitter, little caps, little emojis, little things like that, but I'm usually pretty under control. Tillett likes to yell here. He's not like completely sloppy. He writes sentences, but I just think this kind of shows that he has a lot of trouble controlling his emotion and he's got a lot of defenses he wants to get out there. But probably they don't really mean so much. Because when you have a good defense, you don't have to say so much. You don't have to get so emotional because you know you're right. Yeah, maybe some people do. Maybe it's frustrating to be right and not be able to express it. But for me, a lot of the times, if I know I'm right, I say, you know, that's it. I said my piece. Let's move on. But in the case where, you know, I know maybe I don't have a strong point and I'm getting frustrated, maybe then some of the yelling comes out, some of this comes out. I try to hold on to the argument because I'm trying to scrape for ways to win aside from the actual facts and proving someone wrong. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think down below. Doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. I'm pretty fun. I do Twitter stuff, Japan vlogs sometimes, whatever I feel like. And I will see you next time.